Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this one's going to be kind of all over the place. It's going to be a little bit talking about hardcore, a little bit talking about this class setup, a little bit talking about domination spawns, and because I know that really they are weird. So first off, I'm just going to start talking about this class setup, and what I'm using is the SG12, the semi-auto shotgun. It has 6 bullets in the mag, I believe, and I'm running this with a long barrel. Obviously in hardcore I'm running this, right? In core, this thing is more like a secondary weapon, like they intended them to be, like Treyarch intended these shotguns to be as secondary weapons. In hardcore, you can run it basically as a primary because they'll one-shot from a crazy distance. Long barrel just increases that distance because this gun does not have uh, initially a crazy one-shot distance like the Mach 12 does. So the long barrel ensures that you can one-shot people from a bit farther away, you know? I have extended mags on these because the 6 bullets in the clip is nice for 1 or 2 enemies, or 2 or 3 enemies even, but it's nice to have extra bullets that you don't always have to reload, because in hardcore, when you're pushing spawns and everything and you die in 1 bullet, you want to make sure you have your gun up and ready whenever you can, and only have to reload when you're safe. If you have 6 bullets in the clip, after you finish an engagement, you have to reload. But with 8 or 12, you don't need to do that right away. And that really helps because it allows you to possibly take out an extra 1 or 2 enemies that are pushing you and not force yourself into that reload animation, in which case you will probably die because, like I said before, you die in about 1 shot in this game with ARs. So that's something I also want to talk about. So, the thing is with hardcore, it almost feels like you're playing a core game mode in a COD with a fast time to kill, if that makes sense. It's almost like you're running against it's almost like you're running up against a full team of people using M16s from Bo4. Because the SMG is still 4-shot. 4-shot, 5-shot, it depends which one you're using. If you're using that Vesper kind of one, it's 4, 5, even possibly more, which is crazy because it's hardcore and usually SMG should 3-shot max. So, and these is from like moderate range, it's not from too far away. So that's why I say it's like going against a COD 4 team of M16 users, because if you're using an SMG, you're 4-shotting people, and everyone running an AR is going to one-shot you. Or like in COD 4, where you just be running, you die instantly, and your gun doesn't necessarily insta-kill enemies, but there's insta-kills you. It's basically the same concept in hardcore. That's why if you ever feel like having fun or trying to get diamond camo like I am, I'm going for dark matter about halfway there. If you're doing that and you need to do your shotgun, do it in hardcore, obviously, because you need headshots. It's a lot easier in hardcore. And also, just run around and have fun with it, because you can get some quality gameplay with this. And that's also something I'm going to talk about right now. So I said this video is going to be all over the place. Domination has very weird spawns in this game. So the way they work is I basically been playing only hardcore domination as my core game mode. I haven't really played anything else. So I basically been able to, I haven't done any actual testing, but I've been able to deduce how this works. So assuming your team is relatively spread out throughout the map, and your team controls A flag and the enemy team controls C flag. B flag, whoever controls that doesn't really matter as to who's spawning where. But what will happen always is the enemy team or your team will always spawn on the side that they have captured. So if the enemy team has C side captured, C flag, they're gonna spawn right around C dom. The enemy will also not spawn when you're looking at their spawn, obviously. So if you're looking in an enemy spawn waiting for them to spawn, they won't just drop in right in front of you. What they will do though is if you look away for a few seconds, they will. Because in this game, spawns don't work based on proximity. They work based on how whether you're looking at them or not, whether you have a sight on the spawn location or not. Because you can be directly on the other side of a box, or directly on the other side of a wall from someone, and they will spawn directly behind you. That's just how spawns work in this game. Because the maps are small and people move around quickly, like Ruin with his grapple hook and other things like that. So what you can do is it gets annoying if your team's getting destroyed because you actually cannot push out of your spawn, especially in hardcore because it's a one shot to kill. So you'll have to be very careful for that. But assuming you're in control, it's very, very easy to exploit this. All you have to do is keep running loops around the spawn. So I'll give an example. Let's say in this map, Seaside. If you can run around a dom side of the map and simply run up the leftmost ramp, kill enemies there, run back down, run up the middle ramp, kill enemies there, run back down, and keep looping around in that kind of horseshoe. And what'll happen is you'll kill all the people at the top, and then you'll go back down, and as soon as you're out of sight, they will start spawning there again. And then you just go back up the ramp, kill them, move back. And as soon as you move back, you no longer have a sight on the spawn. The enemies will start spawning there again. So it's a very good way to exploit this, and especially with the shotgun. And because people usually spawn in and immediately start running, I'm sure everyone here is guilty of doing that. What'll happen is they'll spawn in, they're not immediately on guard, and you'll be able to take them out with the shotgun as it's a one hit, and you don't have to be extremely accurate with it. It'll be very easy for you guys to get like high kill gameplays. In this game, I didn't get that many. I was more going for bloodthirsty. I was playing very conservatively, even though I didn't really need to. And I was just trying to take it slow and methodical. But as long as you guys don't just run in and rush, and because then you're gonna end up stressed. You're gonna end up with people to one side, to the other side, behind you. By doing what I'm saying and running this controlled kind of semicircle, and this works anywhere, by the way. This works in firing range. This works in contraband. By running in this sort of motion, and basically just taking your line of sight off of the enemy core spawn, you will just keep forcing them to spawn there, and there's nothing they can do about it unless, of course, Sarah activates a spawn beacon. So, just so you know, take advantage of that. Get yourself some high kill gameplays. And yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about for today's video. I'll leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay, however much that is. Probably not much. And I'm sorry this video is all over the place. It was just, I had a couple things I want to talk about, and I thought it would be cool to start up a discussion like this. But I didn't think they all warranted their own 1.5 minute video, so I just kind of stuck them all into here. And let me know what you guys think about all these topics. Let me know what you guys think about, do you think the shotgun is OP? I mean, I think it's really good, but I don't think they can nerf it, personally. Because I think they do, and they make it a 2-shot. I don't think many people will use that, especially because ARs are 1-shot. Let me know what you guys think of that. Let me know what you guys think about domination spawns, because at least for me, it took a lot of getting used to. I used to play jungle, I'd be at C-Dom, and I just keep spawning right in front of people over and over again. And I was wondering why it was happening, but the spawns work as I explained it, and once you actually understand that and figure out how it works, you can manipulate that to your advantage, and you actually will stop, if you were ever getting destroyed by an enemy team, maybe going very negative, it'll hopefully prevent that. It did for me. And anyway, yeah, that's basically about it. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, and last question, do you think SMGs and hardcore need a buff? Maybe turn into 3-shot too? Maybe. Especially because they have higher recoil. I think that would be a good compromise. Because ARs are laser accuracy, 1-shot. I think SMGs with their higher recoil should be a 3-shot maximum. Maybe a 4-shot at long distance. That's it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and till next time.